Hi guys, I'm here today with another page in my Traveler's Notebook, and today I'm going to use the Gathering stamp set from Citrus Twist. Now this is part of their This Is Life stamp subscription, and so you get these beautiful 4x6 stamps. So today I'm going to use this Gathering themed one to do a page in my notebook. Now I'm starting first off with my journaling, which is pretty unusual for me, and the reason is because I want to have this photo hide the journaling. So I need to put the journaling down first, and then I'm going to use these beautiful leaf stamps from the stamp set to create a background pattern on the right hand side of my page. So I'm just adding a piece of scratch paper in behind there so I don't have to worry about getting ink on my desk. And I'm just using one block and I'm putting each stamp on a different side of it, and then I'm going to use this chalk ink, just a leafy green coloured chalk ink, and use the two different stamps to create a random sort of pattern all over the right hand side of my page. Now this did take a little while, so I've sped it up so you don't have to watch the entirety of it. And I'm just randomly making sure that I'm rotating the stamp and using both the different leaf shapes in all different directions to create this really random leaf pattern. Now I realised I didn't have to do so much under here because there is going to be a photo covering it up, but I do want to add just a couple down the side here to make it look like a whole page of pattern. So I'm just going to add my scratch paper to the left so it's not stamping onto the left hand piece of the page, and then just add a few more of these stamps. Now that chalk ink does take a little bit to dry, so I'm going to work on the left hand side of my page while I give that a chance to dry. That's where my photos are going to go, but again I'm just going to let that have a chance to dry off a little bit first. Now before I stick this photo down on the left hand side, I am going to stamp a few times because it's got this really nice sort of white space at the top of it, and I thought it would be perfect place for these three stamps to go. So it says good food, good company, good times. So I'm just stamping each one of those with some VersaFine ink. I just like the VersaFine ink, it gives a really good image and is nice and black. So I am just stamping those three things, one under the other, in that white space on my photo. And now I can go ahead and stick that down on the page. So I'm just using some tape runner, and I'm going to stick it just in the middle of the page, but slightly towards the top rather than right in the middle, because underneath I think I'm going to stamp this Gathering stamp underneath it. And again I'm just using the same VersaFine ink and stamping that directly in the middle under the photo. And then there's these little bracket stamps as well. Well, there's only one, so I'm going to use that and flip it to create the brackets around the Gathering stamp. And now I'm just about all done. So this page on the right wasn't necessarily dry, so I am adding quite a lot of tape runner to get this photo to stick. The second photo I'm not going to glue down at all because of course that's where my journaling is. So I'm going to use some washi tape, and I'm going to use the gold one of course, to create this little flap photo. So I'm just adding a piece at the top, and then I'm going to mimic that on the top photo as well and just add a piece. Now that's purely decoration, it doesn't stick anything down. This one does however, so I'm going to stick another piece on the back side of the photo just to make that flap piece a bit stronger. And I thought I was done, but I love these little hearts on this stamp set, so I think rather than adding enamel dots or anything like that, I'm going to keep this page completely flat, which is unusual for me, by just decorating these photos with a few little heart stamps using my Brilliance Moonlight White ink. And now this page is all done. This is such a great stamp set, and as you can see it's really easy to make a multitude of different pages in your notebook. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, it means a lot to me. If you want to keep watching, there's a couple more videos on screen. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye!